You N.O.M.E happened. N.O.M.E 12 happened. Night of main events is what they call it. We're gonna speak about it. Go ahead, hit that like. Go ahead, there, subscribe. Hit that noti bell. Do all get this. Just get all that business out the way early. N.O.M.E 12 went down. Houston, Texas. Bayou Center. Hey. It was touted as night of main events. That's always the mantra of N.O.M.E. But to me, it was the night to get your butt 30. No, I'm serious. It was night of main events, but you getting 30. And it was only probably one battle that was kind of competitive, and then that ended the way it ain't supposed to end. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about all of it. We're gonna get it all out. It started off with Danny and N.O.M.E. They kind of switched it up during the pregame. Through the pre-show, they said that JC and Swamp gonna go last since it's for the 100,000, which makes sense to me. You battling for 100,000. It wasn't like you won when they was only battling for 25, and other battlers on the card is getting more money. Whoever walked away with that money had the biggest bag of the night. Gerald McCoy added an extra 20 bands on the end, so it was 120. It was 120. So I'm glad that went last. But Danny N.O.M.E. Now I'm gonna say this: N.O.M.E wasn't bad. Some people think it was a debatable. It wasn't debatable to me. I feel like Danny showed levels. And I felt like Danny had to show levels for what he did against Real Sick and N.O.M.E 11 last year when he basically quit. And that was his first N.O.M E. He had been working his whole career to get to a N.O.M E and then quit. It was disgusting for battle rap. It really was. But you know what I noticed that I feel like N.O.M.E does this a lot. He'll stay on a point too long. Like he'll find like an angle, but being that he's not really an angler, he doesn't know when to dip in and out of that. He brought up the whole Real Sick. I feel like every round, the Real Sick and him and Danny battle and from N.O.M.E 11 last year, I feel like he brought that up every single round. And I'm glad, only thing I'm glad he didn't do a bunch of Danny name flips because he's terrible at name flips. His freestyle game has got better, but Danny's is better. And I said before, I said in my pre-show, N.O.M.E pre-show, I said I hope that N.O.M.E doesn't try to outperform Danny and outdo Danny. Now I am going to give him some love because when he did his first round, even though this doesn't negate anything, just because you point out somebody's superpower doesn't mean they're not going to use their superpower against you. I like how he did say that Danny's first round, his hardest part was going to be his freestyle. And I'm not going to lie, his hardest part was the freestyle, but he did 3 of them things. And they all hit. So I don't care. I had Danny 2-1. The third, I guess the third could be debatable. A lot of people said the first was debatable. I still get at the Danny, I edge at the Danny. The third is debatable. I feel like that was Danny's weakest round out of all 3. So if you want to give N.O.M.E that round, that's cool, but I'm going to go with a 30, gentleman's 30. Cool. That was a cool way to start it, but the momentum wasn't built up like it was supposed to be. So you still wasn't feeling that feeling of N.O.M.E. You wasn't getting that feeling off that first battle. So we jump right into the next battle, which was, who was that? It wasn't Hollow. Now, y'all maybe go back to the tape, man. It wasn't Hollow. So K-Shine and Real Sick came next. Now, we didn't know where we was gonna go. We ain't seen Shine in a minute. I'm not the biggest fan of Real Sick. I'm on this channel clearly saying that I feel like what he does is cool, but he doesn't do enough for me. And Shine put on display what I'm talking about. When I say Shine was in his bag, come on, man. You know what Shine that looked like. That looked like the Shine that went on that run. Shine was amazing in this battle. I don't care what nobody has to say. It might have been the performance of the night. It's between him, and we're going to get to that. But Shine was amazing. I'm talking about, I haven't seen, yo, this is what separates Shine from a lot of these other guys. When he starts to be able to, his bars align with his performance, he is unbeatable, and he proved that when he went on the 2-year run. You could say he lost to Danny Myers, that's cool, on that run, but Shine was in his bag last night. Oh my, yo, that was, whoo. I might have been standing up all his rounds. As a matter of fact, every time Sick started to rap, I couldn't wait till his round was over so I could hit Shine again. I'm not gonna lie. I was here for Shine. I'm here for that. Now, Sick, you lost. You lost bad. I don't care how you feel. You got 30. And stop hopping out the window with these guys. You're not ready to battle these guys. Battle the guys in your draft class. Battle those guys first. I don't want to see you against none of these top tier battlers no more until you start beating people in your own class. Because you keep getting whooped by people in your own class. Fonz done whooped on the whole class. Nah, it wasn't even close to me. It wasn't even close to me. And then you started to stumble in your third, and then you started explaining, like, shut the, yo. I was like, yo, shut up and rap. Man, my mouth dry. Nobody want to hear your mouth dry, Sick. Pause. Nobody want to hear that. Shine 30. Man, you look good out there, boy. Hey. Trying to get like you, my boy. Shine on one. Shine was on one. You can say what you want about Shine. Shine was wilding in that jump. Shout out to Shine, man. 30. That's another 30. So that's 2 30s to me. You got Shine with the 30 against Sick. You got Danny with the 30 against None. And then we got Geechee Gotti and Hollow the Don. Now. Here we are. Geechee Gotti. I feel like, when was the last time Geechee Gotti got a win? Let's talk about it. When was the last time Geechee got a win? I can't remember. I feel like Clean, Jazz, True Foe, all lost. These are losses. Now here he is, Hollow. Hollow coming off a loss against DNA. Hollow said he had something to prove. Hollow was in his bag. Hollow did everything that we love Hollow for. When his voice started crackling, everybody loved that shit. He started getting to his freestyle back. Everybody loved it. And then, you know what separates Hollow too? I'm going to give Hollow some flowers right here. When he does his rebuttals and freestyles, everybody does it in the beginning of their rounds. Hollow like dips it in and out of the joint. He'll give you one rebuttal in the beginning of the round. He'll give you another rebuttal in the middle, and then give you another rebuttal freestyle at the end. Nobody does that. Nobody hops in and out their round like that. Nobody does that. That's difficult. Like the difficult setting, if this was 2K, his difficult shots would be on Hall of Fame. They're circus shots, circus threes, Hall of Fame. And Geechee, I don't know what it is. You know, I can't say it's lazy writing because he's doing the same thing. I just feel like I think DNA and Jay Black touched on this in in between one of the battles, I can't remember. They touched on it. They said it gets to a point sometimes in battle rappers' careers when people are tired of seeing them. People are tired of seeing them win. That's a thing. And I don't know if it's is Geechee Gotti fatigue that we in right now. Does he need to sit down for a second? You know, hop on back over the nutty block and gather his thoughts. And I was thinking that after, as I'm watching the battle, maybe Geechee need to sit down for a minute. But then we get the announcement that he got disaster on GTX. I'm like, I guess he's not sitting down. He's going right back into it. And I'm not a disaster fan, but the way Geechee Gotti is coming into these battles, I don't see why that's going to be a different result than he's been getting, which is losses. He lost to Hollow. It was a gentleman's 30. It wasn't the great. It might have been the worst battle on the card. If I'm keeping it all the way above, it probably was the worst battle on the card. But Hollow won. It was probably a gentleman 30. Both of them was subpar, but I feel like Hollow did more each round. Each round he did more. So that's another 30. That's 3 30s. Night of main event 30s. The trend is continuing. Now let's step into the next one. Goods and Easy the block captain. First of all, I've been trying to protect Goods on this channel for a long time because me and my co-host KB, we get into a lot about Goods. He doesn't like Goods at all. He thinks Goods is overrated. He don't think he's Mount Rushmore. He doesn't think he's a superstar. Doesn't think he's a legend. I think differently. I think he is a legend. I think he's a trendsetter. I think he changed. I don't know if he changed battle rap, but I think he's an important component of battle rap. With that being said, he got 30. With that being said, he got 30. Not only because what Easy was saying to him, because Easy was talking to him and he was in his face, walking with him. But the corniness of Goods talking through guys' rounds, come on. No. We're not doing that no more. People think Easy stood in front of you, respected your rounds, and here you go. Every time he get to talking to you, you want to talk through his rounds. The crowd booed you in a second. You try to come at Easy talking about he rap about the same thing every battle, and then you know the crowd yelled, "So do you." No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Nobody want to hear that. I'm sorry. Nobody wants to hear it because you know why? You know why nobody wants to hear it? Because it doesn't make any sense. You telling about building wealth, but yet you always talking about designers. Designer this and designer that, designer clothes, designer this, vending machine this, getting money this, getting money that. Come on, man. You think Easy ain't out there getting money? He had his financial backer on the stage with a little Flip. Come on. Flip did the coin toss. It didn't work. What he was trying to accomplish, it didn't work. I ain't seen. There's a lot of you good stands out there that are going to say he won 2-1. He didn't. I'm here to tell you that he didn't. He got 30. It might not have been a dirty 30, but it was a G. He did. It was definitely a gangster 30. I don't know about a gentleman 30. It was definitely a gangster 30. That's another 30. Night of main events 30. You see the trend. Do you see where I'm going with this? Follow me. Let's keep walking. Come on. Let's keep walking. Tay Roc, T-Top. Let's keep walking. You know what? I never do this. I never do this because Yo, Tay Roc, if we're talking, before I even get into the Tay Roc T-Top battle, let's talk first ballot Hall of Famers. Let's talk first ballot Hall of Famers. We can just talk URL. We ain't got to go all bad. first ballot Hall of Fame is URL. Tay Roc is consistent. He might be the first inductee into the URL Hall of Fame. Yeah, over Moot. He might be the first inductee. And I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Tay Roc is Mr. Consistency at URL. This is his 10th N.O.M.E, and he caught a 30 on his 10th N.O.M.E. That's like, you know what that is equivalent of? That's the equivalent of next year if LeBron in year 20 was to win MVP and the finals in the same year in his 20th year. That's what it equals up to in battle rap terms to me. And being a battle rap fan and a battle rap analytic and how I think on that level, like battle rap, because we've been growing through the years, then you got to be real with yourself. And Tay Roc has to be the #1, at least the first inductee. At least I'm not saying he's the only one in that class, that first class. It's him and a couple of other guys, but he needs to be unanimous, getting voted in the first URL Hall of Fame. They need to work on that. It need to be something in the works because guys been in battle rap 15, 20 years. You think we don't deserve a Hall of Fame? We don't deserve one? Man, I'm about to light up off that. Let's get into the battle. T-Top, I'm a fan. I big you up on the show all the time. I'm a big fan since the UFF days and all that. But I don't think you came in with the right material for the crowd. I don't feel like a lot of the crowd knew those angles. Therefore, they didn't hit the way they should have hit. That crowd in Houston, which was standing ovation, that was an amazing crowd in Houston. Amazing. And I always say Houston has the best crowds. Atlanta, you're getting better, but y'all still trash. Sorry. Houston has the best crowd. And Houston crowds, they came to hear bars. They came to hear punches. They did not come to hear angles and gossip. And that got T-Top 30. I will give credit to my co-host KB. He said it, even though I don't take credit, I don't take nothing with a grain of salt when he talking about Tay Roc, because he's a Tay Roc stan. But he called it. He said nobody's gonna want to hear that T-Top gossip. And they didn't, and he got 30. Roc was in his bag. Roc was in his performance bag. He was in his punch bag. He had haymakers. He had the crowd going crazy. Shout outs to Roc. Shout outs to Roc for real. That was another 30. Now, class, let's count the 30s. Danny, 30. K-Shine, 30. Hollow, 30. Easy, 30. Tay Roc, 30. Now let's move into the 100K battle. Once again, I told you, Joe McCoy came on stage. Joe McCoy, NFL player, came on stage. He said battle rappers are the most skilled rappers on any level, which is a fact. He said, I got another 20 bangs. So it made the pot 120. The stakes is high. This is the last battle of the night. The crowd, of course, is a little fatigued. You ain't got a fresh crowd. It's gonna make it a tougher task. Whatever you got to do, it's gonna make it a tougher task. The first round, crazy. Swamp, crazy. JC, crazy. I asked that to Swamp. Second round, crazy. Second round. Crazy from both. Now it's a preference going 1-1. I say it's 1-1 going to the third. And he did it. He did what we knew he was going to do. And It's my fault for picking him. I've been going against him every round, and he been winning. I pick him against JC. Look what he do. He chokes again. 120 bands on the line, and you choke. And to be honest with you, JC third wasn't crazy. It would have been debatable. It would have been debatable from the swamp. I still want to see you and Tay Roc, but 120, right there. Even in the battles, you took, and which is crazy. It makes you look crazy now because you was talking like you was gonna win. Like, nigga, I ain't cutting that bread down. You know how many kids I got now? I don't know. Now, JC, I heard the rumor was going into the battle that JC was gonna kick you some bread if you won. Now it makes you look a little crazy if you say thanks. That does make you look like you was already going to lose, but you know, maybe that's mind games JC was playing. But it wasn't a 30, it was 2-1. JC, Swamp, you had a chance. Swamp, you had a hell of a chance. Swamp, I go out on a limb and say if you didn't choke, you might have won. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Did y'all watch it? Did y'all see it? Because if you saw it, get in these comments, man. Let me know who y'all think won these battles. I think it was just 30s all the way across the board. And JC and Swamp, they went at it. They went at it the toughest because there's 120 bands on the line. But the rest of you guys, night of main events, 30. Some of you guys, hey, I don't know. But I do appreciate the legends stepping up. Hollow stepping up. K-Shine stepping up. Tay Roc doing what he do. Danny doing what he do. I love to see it. As an OG battle rap fan, I love to see the OG still performing at a high level. I like to see it. Man, y'all know what to do, man. It's clean. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. You know I love y'all. We out of here.